Good morning, YouTube. Much.Stay, Eugene. Another video from Exit Strategy. Welcome. I'm having coffee and a bacon egg sandwich with cheese on it. So I'm going to pause on that. But do have breakfast with me, guys. If you're eating, sitting home, relaxing, getting ready for work. If not, at least have coffee with me. Just want to discuss a few things with you guys regarding me and how I see my life going forward in 2024. It's not that clear where exactly things are going to end up. As far as I know, I want to have a home of my own. I don't foresee it financially as being a possibility. If I had to look at it from a standpoint of, do I have the money? Is there the potential of the money coming in before the year is out? Now, the latter of that is very possible, but the monies and the finances that I had anticipated having up to this point, things didn't go exactly according to how I had envisioned them. I won't say according to plan, because I had the plan up here, but the finances didn't match my plan up here. So the discussion I'm having with you guys is where I'm at as a human being, as a father, as a man, and as a person who has endured not one narcissistic abusive relationship, but many. And now here I stand, as I am, renewed in a new way. My faith in God was a big part, I believe, of what both helped me get out of these relationships as soon as I did. You know, mind you, a couple in the past, prior to the last one, were years, and the marriage was less than a year. So case in point is I actually have my faith to thank for that, and I'm grateful for that. But also the fact that I'm just resilient. I'm resilient, and I believe God put that inside of me as a human being, as He did a lot of us. And giving up is just not an exception. And so to come full circle now and really start thinking about where I want to be as far as having stability for my children, you know, as well as myself. You know, I don't want to continue to rent. Some people don't mind renting. Some people don't want to own a home. But me, being in the business that I'm in, I believe I could have long ago had a home. But a lot of the things that we aspire to have accomplished in life, a narcissist can come along and actually prolong, if not cause that dream to become a vapor. And they don't hold all the responsibility for the things that we've endured and go through and the decisions that we've made, because again, the decisions that we made were based upon free will, first of all. And secondly, they were based on a set of criteria that we entrusted this person or individuals with a lot of our dreams and our future. Now, all of that being said, we ended up with probably none, if not just a portion of what we had aspired to obtain. So do we stop thinking? Do we stop dreaming? Do we stop aspiring? Do we stop having that motivation that we had? No, we don't. We continue to be driven by our passions, because our passions are what brought us this far. Because if that desire wasn't strong enough and that passion wasn't strong enough, we probably would have given up a long time ago. And some of you may think about giving up even now. And I don't think that that should be an option. And mind you, me, I know how rough it is to wake up And when I say rough, I don't even like to use these type of words, but to express everything in an authentic, realistic way, I have to use these words because nothing substitutes what we feel. You know, I'm an optimist, and you know, a lot of people would say I'm pessimistic, and that's just in the eye of the beholder. Pessimistic people don't have the drive that optimistic people have. You can't be both. But with a healthy balance, you know, those two in accordance with each other, they help you both to have that drive, but have that drive in a realistic way. So don't give up, don't give in. I know the feelings. I know the feelings of despair, depression, discouragement. I know how it feels. And I don't know if anyone is even curious as to what motivates me to keep going. I don't have friends in my circle to give me the pep talks, to talk to me and inspire me to get me outside of my doldrums. It's my faith. It's my faith. And prior to 2020, before I happened upon all the beautiful people here that I get inspired by because of the abuse that we've all commonly share by way of narcissist, I had nobody. It was nobody to understand. As a matter of fact, I didn't even envision that there were any people on this planet that could relate so accurately to what I was going through and feeling. But to happen upon the YouTube channel in 2020, where it sparked my interest after I had discovered by definition what narcissistic personality disorder was. And then I opened the floodgates up and see all these beautiful people here who have suffered at the hands of narcissists. And I said, man, you know, God, you allowed me to suffer, struggle, but yet and still to be defiant up to this point so I can actually share in this hope with other people. And so we have a following, we have a group here, we have a clique, we have a tribe, we have a family here. A lot of us have never met each other. A lot of us don't know anything personally about one another apart from our experience with narcissistic abuse. And you know, that's the beautiful thing too, because we don't have to hold any personal life stories about one another. We meet each other on a common ground, on a common playing field, and we've grown a love and an adoration and appreciation for one another. I think unlike any of those, any of those groups of love that we see in the world. This is a different type of love that we have for each other. We really wish one another the best. Doesn't matter our religious belief, our non-religious belief, our political beliefs. None of that has any place when we come to these forums. You know, there are a few people on comments that try to sidetrack and sideswipe what's going on. That is to be had. Those things never really get to me. They're very concerning to the point where I am very concerned about that person's mindset and welfare. But apart from that, it doesn't rent a lot of space in my head. I got things to go do. I got somewhere to go in life. But we guys, we have this camaraderie that is undeniable. Words can't accurately describe what it is. And I think Dave Narcology Unscripted, Once Upon a Time, as well as Paula, Narcon, and a few other content creators have suggested that we should try to pair together with empaths and see if it was somewhat of a pen pal type thing that could be desired or could be had. And it really sparked my interest when Paula and Dave brought it up. But I'm going to be honest, the apprehension as a result of narcissistic abuse is there. And I'm going to tell you, in my particular, for me, where the apprehension comes at, there are people that I've had interest in. There are individuals that I thought were beautiful human beings. And What has caused me to be hesitant about that is that, first of all, me as an empath, when I give, when I make my intentions known, I'm very deliberate, and it comes across as very assertive. Now, looking back at how a narcissist comes into our life and they love bomb us, they give us compliments, insurmountable amounts of compliments. Now, just that point right there, I'm that type of person as well. As an empath, I will readily give a person a compliment if I see something that is noteworthy, whether it's a physical appearance, whether it's something, a strength within that they possess. And I have always been hesitant and held back, because I end up feeling like if I give that kind of intense compliment out of the gate, empath to even an empath, I would be possibly deemed, not so much even that I was concerned about being deemed a narcissist, but I was so, and I am so concerned that if this person is not really genuinely healing in a real way, or not so much healing in a real way, but maybe not even on a level of understanding that this is what is accurate about them, this is what is true about them, and on the opposite end of that, looking at the person who's giving them that compliment, would they receive it as such, simply as a compliment, not something suspicious? So I guess I've been hesitant because of a lot of things. And myself, as being an apprehensive individual, I too didn't want to realize, I didn't want to have to end up realizing that, oh, this is yet another one of them. Because there's some people that I really think that are solid. They have a lot of depth to them, but I don't know them personally. And the hesitancy has been there and it's been real. Plus, the third reason I would say is because I've gotten to a point and I've adjusted to the point of liking and appreciating just being with myself, being single. As much as I adore being involved with a female, wanting that affection to give, and also wanting some affection back, some mental and emotional support. All men love that, whether they admit it or not. We love that a woman is emotionally or mentally supportive of us. She may not even be interested in what we're doing. As long as we have her mental support, we'll go hard. But we also go hard with or without that support, if you're like me. So I've furthermore, I've invested a lot of mental and emotional time into my children, and that's indispensable. And so I'm in a comfortable place. So going forward in 24, as I was talking about, I want to attain a home and some land. Ownership is the thing to be, and ownership is the thing to have, guys, of land and real estate. You hear a lot of us talking about that, and I concur. $80,000 car, you can get it if you want, but $80,000 in a property will yield you returns like no other, and that's something that you can actually pass on to someone else if you so choose to. So my health, I'm trying to get it in peak performance because I'm not young anymore, and I mentioned it before, and probably will mention it a few other times in videos that I got hit by a car 2 years ago. It could have and should have killed me based on the way it happened, but I'm here, I'm walking, almost as though nothing happened. And if you saw the video, which I've never saw, I have access to it. There's no reason why I should be walking other than the grace of God. So God is real. Miracles do happen. And so, land, my house, my business, I would like to get it in a place where it is on board with where it should be. And I want to be able to invest in savings and different things for my children. And I want to be able to do a work in the community wherever I end up residing. I want to do work in the community much like what I'm doing now behind the scenes. I want to be able to do something on a consistent basis that I think will basically really help heal the community, the youth specifically. I've been asked to get into organizations around and about, but I've always resisted, and I think I'll continue to do that. Simply because, as you know, I know, a lot of the entities that are either within these organizations or that are spearheading these organizations are very tainted. And for you, you may say, well, okay, that has nothing to do with me. I'm just going to contribute my time, my energies, my resources. Each of us has a decision to make, and if that's the decision you make, I'm totally okay with that. But for me, I'm speaking to me, there's just so much depth into what I could try to tell you as to why I've resisted that, but it probably wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to you. Maybe it would. But I have my own convictions about that, so I'm just sharing it with you guys. So other than that, going forth in 2024, there's not a whole bunch of other things that I aspire. I don't know, maybe down the line, and not a maybe. It's very possible that it is somewhere inside of me that I should pen a book of some sort. Well, not of some sort, just pretty much a biography of a lot of the things that I have gone through in life. Not so much all about a narcissist, but my life as an individual from start to finish. And I don't think that's an easy task, but I'm praying God sends some of the right people around me, and this actually takes off and becomes a reality, because I've been told by a few people that maybe there's a lot of things that I think a lot of people can really gain from listening to an experience that I've lived. And so I'll continue to monitor that. It's come and gone in times past in my mindset. So I know when the time is right, it'll happen. I don't want to just be stagnant about it, though. I want to keep the fire burning on that. But in the meantime, I just hope to just continue healing and elevating and inspiring other people in the meantime. So this is just a conversation I'm having with you guys today. I didn't do it live with it, but it's basically just me wanting to share what I hope to do and be and accomplish in 2024. And I hope some of this stuff resonates with you guys, and you got some ambitions and some goals to do for 2024. This is just a small part of what I do, which is YouTube, but it may become a bigger part of my day-to-day life. Who knows? We'll let God be the guide on that. But until that happens, man, I'm going to be here, not going anywhere. And I hope that you guys are inspired to do some great things, man. Not for the world to see and to recognize, but for you. Because once you do it for you, and you have good intentions and you have God intentions, I think the world will pay attention. And so this is a Friday, man. It's 16 degrees out. I was able to sit back here in the cove and do this. Pretty quiet and reserved back here. But at some point I might get out today if it warms up a little bit. Who knows? We'll see. Well, guys, enjoy your Friday. You know the next day is Saturday, and hopefully you'll get a weekend full of rest, relaxation, and don't forget to pray, guys. That being said, bless.